What's up guys? I wanted to show, in my last video I spoke a little bit about the Galaxy watch, my experiences with it over the past year and a half since I've owned it. And I wanted to show you a couple of the bands that I would recommend and also that I would stay away from. I've got quite a few bands, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the stock one. First I'm going to start off with the stock band. I mentioned in the last video, this stock band is my favorite. It's the one I continuously go to, and it's the most comfortable, and I feel like it's also the most aesthetically pleasing. So I like this band the most. Also, the clips here seem to be the most sturdy. So this is the easiest band to put on and to take off because of this slight contour here. So you can just get your nail in there and pop it off and put it back on really quite seamlessly. Whereas some of the other ones take a little bit more. Did I get it on there? There we go. Yeah, it's on there. Some of the other ones take a little bit more practice. So this is my favorite band out of all of them that I own, which is surprising. The next one I'm going to go to is I got all three of these at the same time. So they look very similar to the stock band, if you can see, but there's some very big differences. So not only, I think these look cooler, by the way, they're very good looking, but they have a lot of things missing that the stock band has. So there is no arch at all in the back of this band. It's not curved in any way, and these are pretty elasticy. You can see how much those stretch. So the silicone on these is not quite up to par compared to the stock band. But with that said, I do think they look very nice. I got all three of these relatively cheap. I'll put a link down in the description. But they come in different color variations. This one was the most neutral, and so I went with these bands. Good bands. I would say that I'd recommend them if you're in the market for a variety, especially because of the price. You can't beat it. The next one on the list is made by a company called Barton. Barton makes a ton of different bands, and you ought to just jump on Barton's website and go to the 22mm bands, or 20 if you have the rose gold or the I think it's midnight black version. Go onto Barton's site and look at those, and they have so many different options. I personally liked this one because it had this orange inlay. It also has a bit of a texture here, and I like it. It's a good band. It doesn't have the contouring out, so it doesn't flow quite with the watch, but let me throw it on here and I'll show you just how it looks. That's how it changes the look there. It's a lot slimmer and it still looks nice. It's a really good looking and comfortable band. The one difference that I love about this band more than any of the other bands, including the stock band, is that Barton has these, if you look at the edge of this, band, it comes out and then contours down. So it fits, it almost molds around your wrist instead of your wrist pushing it out, bulging the band out itself. It comes out a little and then wraps around, which really I found keeps the watch in the center of your wrist well. If that's something that bugs you, Barton's bands do very well at keeping it right in the middle. Good band. You should look into Barton. They have, like I said, just an unlimited amount of options. So the next one is, let's actually skip that one and go to this other Barton band. So this one is Barton as well, as you can see, and this one is more of a fabric band. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just got more of a fabric texture to it. When it gets wet, it changes colors. I mean, it gets really dark. It's not one you would use for working out or anything like that. I find myself wearing this one to the office quite often. Doesn't look very good with the blue jacket, but it is a clean and good looking band. So I like it. The next one I have here is a leather band. I got this one off of Amazon. I had a hard time deciding between the brown or the black, but I think it goes pretty nice, really. It has a bunch of kind of designs of black inlays in it, and then the edges are all black. So it does go together. This is typically one I'll wear in formal settings anytime I've got a suit coat on. But that's how it looks right there. And I feel like it's a good looking watch. Goes really good with blues, goes really good with browns, and it dresses up your watch dramatically, if you can see that there. So I'll usually opt for the orange. Let's see here, the orange face there, and I feel like it looks really good like that. So I'll leave a description for that one as well. So to close, I saved the worst one for last. I have not liked this particular band. First and foremost, this one is really stretchy. I mean, you can really stretch this band out. It's also really thick. It's a Velcro strap, and this end gets really thick too. Also, I've mentioned this when I was reviewing bands for the Gear S2. The clips on this fall right out, so you have to keep track of these. You have to slide them in there and then attach it to your watch, which they're so hard to keep track of, and I hate that. It's one of my #1 frustrations about these bands is when they come and they are not set inside of the actual band like these are, for example, right there. They look good on other watches, especially when they're thicker, but they don't look good on the Galaxy watch. I'm not a fan. So if you disagree, then more power to you. I'll still leave a description for it, and you can get it if you'd like. So if you have any questions about these bands, please let me know, and appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.